Hey, just finally, I don't know if you caught that announcement by the Prime Minister this morning, but I mean, there is an awkward moment. It was a good question that Andrew asked the Prime Minister, actually. So you've got this investment into AI and bringing Microsoft on board. Big $5 billion announcement today. And it's almost exclusively to stop China, right? I mean, there are other bad actors as well, but it's mostly about China. Yet the Prime Minister's about to go to China to bro down with Xi Jinping. I mean, there's an interesting dilemma there, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely, and it's only a pretty small studio here in Canberra, but I'll mention that elephant in the room that Andrew foreshadowed, and there is this big elephant in the room here, and I worry a little bit here that the Albanese government's being drip-fed these good news stories by the Chinese government on wine tariffs the other day, barley tariffs a few weeks ago, and they're being toyed with. They're being toyed with here by a very manipulative government, the Chinese Communist Party. And that is perhaps causing them to pull any punches they might have on national security to not be upfront with these risks. I also worry over the past week we've had the government decision to not touch the Darwin port, to leave that in Chinese government hands. How much has that been influenced by the Prime Minister's impending trip to China? They're putting a lot of chips on China, and I just worry that that's signalling a sign of weakness from this government. They're seemingly signalling that they rely on China to make these good news stories for them because they trumpet them back here at home. The absurd thing is the government spends more time lauding their relationship with China when tariffs come off than they do even actually pointing out that the reason the tariffs are there in the first place is because of the illegal actions of the Chinese Communist Party. Illegal trade actions. They're against world trade law rules. But there's never any criticism from them about that. And I think that puts them in a very vulnerable position if China is ever want to go back to that strategy and put tariffs in the future, because it'll be very embarrassing for the government.
All right, Matt Canavan, good to see you as always. We'll chat to you soon.